How parenting changed after Etan Patz. That's the headline from the New York Times, and it asks a question that cuts right to the heart of modern childhood in America. Did one disappearance, one terrible morning in 1979, change the way an entire nation raised its kids? To understand the weight of that question, you have to picture Soho in New York City nearly 50 years ago. It was an artsy, tight-knit neighborhood where families lived in lofts, kids knew each other, and life had a certain loose, unhurried rhythm. Nils Johnson Shelton was 6 years old then. Bowl cut, the son of artists, riding the bus each morning to elementary school. He had a classmate a lot like him, same age, same neighborhood, same school. That classmate's name was Etan Patz. On the morning of May 25, 1979, Etan Patz left for the bus stop and never came back. He was never found. The shock of that disappearance didn't stay in New York. It rippled outward across the country and, according to the reporting in this piece, it is now credited as a turning point, the moment that fundamentally altered how American parents thought about raising children. Before Etan, the prevailing idea of childhood had a certain freedom to it. Kids ran with friends. They climbed trees, fell down, got back up, and kept going. Parents weren't hovering. Children were, in an important sense, left to their own devices. The word parenting itself had only recently entered the lexicon as something people did actively, intentionally, as a verb, not just a state of being. After Etan, something shifted. Mothers and fathers grew more intense. More fearful. More consumed by anxiety about threats, some real, some imagined, that children suddenly seemed to face everywhere. The case is described in this article not as one tragedy among many, but as foundational. That word comes from John E. Bischoff III, a vice president at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. It made parents more aware and concerned for their own children's safety, he said. Now, the article does raise an honest question alongside all of this. Was Etan's disappearance truly the cause of this transformation, or were there other forces already pushing American parents toward anxiety? Were there broader cultural and social changes already underway that would have reshaped childhood regardless? It doesn't answer that question definitively, and that ambiguity is worth sitting with. What isn't ambiguous is the legacy. The way we talk about child safety, the way we design school pickup protocols, the way a parent's stomach tightens when a kid is 5 minutes late, all of it traces some part of its origins back to a 6-year-old boy with a bowl cut who walked out his front door one spring morning in Soho and didn't come home. The story of Etan Patz is a reminder that sometimes a single moment doesn't just mark history, it makes it.